welcome back. We're hoping for Winton, but
Yes.
Midtown. There's
We'll
a possibility to see some Winton.
okay.
I will say though, from what I know from East, they are not a huge they're not a huge Winton player, but
Hopefully they'll
but
Hopefully
who
they'll
knows?
pull through.
Maybe we'll see some Winton.
Maybe.
It would be quite exciting.
It would be. All right. So we're back, and this is the championship game. We have got the number 4 seed York, who was able to kind of do, I'll call it an upset, but like 2 undefeated teams in the bracket between both Skutt and Gretna East. So they never faced each other, but able to take on an undefeated team and now find themselves here fighting for first. And then we've got Gretna East, the other undefeated team, 2nd seed, coming in here looking to, I guess, clean up and take the win. So from the last game we saw York, you guys probably know a little bit more about Gretna East than I do, so let me know what you guys are kind of thinking right now.
From what we know about Gretna East is they really like their brawl comps.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Their poke comp is also really good. They really like the brawl, the poke, although there is a pause. But their dive, we don't see a whole lot of. So
Yeah. If they run, if Circuit is available, if we run Circuit, then East is probably going to pull up with the poke comp, some Sigma.
they also like to do, on poke maps, they really do like to run the brawl. They will take a sim TP. Bro is lost.
Bro is lost in the sauce. Bro doesn't know.
He does not know. He did not get the reference.
He didn't get it. I pointed to the camera and everything, and he's just lost in the sauce.
SMH.
So much SMH.
All right.
But yes, correct. There was a little bit of a tech pause there, but we're back and correct. Midtown. Let's hop right into it.
Sway was not lying when he said he was cooking. He is cooking.
Seems
That is that's something, all right.
Gretna East is going.
Oh.
And we're back to lobby.
There was a reset.
Let's go to the wide shot so we don't have to stare at our faces the whole time.
I would have to agree. You always look worse than you're looking at yourself. You're like your own worst critic, right?
I know, exactly. So we'll get a bit of a wide shot here. You can see over to the left is I'd say green, but Gretna up against York. I'll go ahead and run through because we already know our York competitors. But for Gretna East, we've got Zachary, Weldon, Jackson, Dayron, thank you. Dayron and Riley playing on that side along with their subs, Nathan and Caden. So, I guess from this squad, who's kind of the playmaker that you guys know about?
That would be Zach. So their tank.
Yeah.
You drop common loot. He calls the shots. He makes the plays. Very, very smart. He knows what's going on.
He's very mechanically and technically skilled. He's definitely in a good spot. He's a sophomore. He's really young. He's got a lot of potential ahead of him.
Nice. What does he main? Because we did see the tank for York being kind of a big impact. So, are we going to see the Ramatra battle? Or
there is a possibility. You drop common loot he does like the brawl. He likes a lot of the brawl tanks. He really likes the Queen. Queen is one of his go-tos when we play comp. Mm-hmm. He's a very strong Queen player, but he's a really versatile tank player. There's a lot to expect out of him. And I would not be surprised if we see a little bit of everything today.
Oh, yeah.
He very much likes to play. He likes to switch. He's not opposed to, saying, hey, I'm at 80% to an ult. It doesn't matter. I'd rather switch and get something done.
Yeah.
So, but as we see from both teams, we are going to see the Ram, and they aren't running. Oh, they will be running the Soj, though. So the Pharmacy might have a little bit of an issue here.
Mm-hmm. Brawl v. Brawl, Ram versus Queen. It seems Gretna East is going to pull up with the Pharmacy, looking to get some very strong DPS.
Yeah, they are using that shout, playing aggro. You drop common loot is playing a little aggro.
There's a lamp.
Lamp
gets destroyed.
taken
Both
out.
lamps.
And both lamps are gone, but it looks like their Queen. Oh, down goes you drop common loot. And it's this is and down goes the May, and that's looking like a clean fight for York. It looks like Order 66 will be next. The Pharmacy might be able to get out. Maybe.
Maybe.
No, they will not.
Wow. Unfortunate.
That was a real clean fight. That was and it's that's sometimes just how it goes. And so they're gonna set up for next point. It looks like as you drop Common Loot gets set up on the high ground, and we are just gonna reposition.
Sometimes, you lose point because you don't know how your opponent's playing. So hopefully Gretna East is learning that how they play and can more easily counter it.
Yeah, without a doubt. I will say, though, York is coming up on some ults, and Gretna East is a little bit behind, but they do have almost the Barrage, which...
Barrage and Window.
Yeah, when you have the damage boost from Mercy, it's very easy to build that ult, and it's a horrifying thing. But that's the thing about Mercy is like she's very.
There's Dragon from York,
and that does split off our Pharah from the Pharah from the Mercy. The Pharah will go down.
Oh, Sojourn's just up top,
look to res it either.
Killing the supports.
Down 3.
It's just May and Bap trying to survive.
May will go down. They did invest the window. And Bap is going to just accept fate, which would have done the same thing there. They do have 4 ults here, so this is definitely not looking good for Gretna East, whereas they only have 1. They might get the Blizz mid-fight. But it's really going to depend on their Bap staying alive and their May staying alive and just farming that damage. And Emor will go out. They aren't touching right now, and they do end up just giving up the points. And they will invest the Annihilation, though.
Kira used Cleanse.
And
and there goes Hanzo.
The Queen ult was invested, too. As U-Drop Common Loot is cleaning up a little bit. He does get picked.
Unfortunate.
And there's the Shout invested.
Seems that May and Lucio are just trying to get out with their lives. Try not to feed them some more ult charge.
Yeah, they do have 4 ults again. They really have been hovering around this 4 ult area, whereas Gretna East has only been holding on to 1, 2. This is a scary position to be in. They do have 5 minutes. With 3 on the card, they are moving as fast as they can. And
their York's Bap is playing up top, getting some free healing. There's Blizz.
There goes the May from Gretna East.
Fortunately, doesn't get anybody.
And there goes
Ram dies and May. There's Emor. There's Bap. It's only Lucio and Reaper.
And there they both go.
Ooh.
They are looking like they're going to cap with more than 4 minutes. That's not something you want to see if you're Gretna East.
There's Window.
There's Window. They are going to try to touch here.
They do touch.
They will touch. May does go down. There goes the Bap. Window and Rush are invested. There goes Ram, and there goes the Lucio.
Reaper's still up.
Reaper is
trying
still
to
on.
contest.
Just
unfortunately, he dies.
And they will have 4 minutes left.
And York takes first round, 4 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock.
I have never more in all my years wanted Blizzard to implement the fact that we should be able to hold tab to see stats.
Oh, I completely agree.
Doggone it, I want to know. I want to know the damage output. I want to see because you guys you said it before. York kind of had ults every fight, and by the time that Gretna East had used a few of them, they didn't really have it back up again. And, just wanting to know kind of where the difference is coming for this, because that did look kind of dominating from York. But really, I think it came down to, honestly, IKEA hitting a couple really good picks early. But, no, I'm just interjecting with that because I'm very angry at Blizzard right now. For the fact that even in all of the games we do at Concordia, it's like, please let me hold tab and see stats as a spectator.
Yeah.
Come on. All right,
and,
you guys got it.
It's, I can't say I'm surprised. The York is running out in that same comp. This comp has looked very good for them all night. But this is definitely a comfort comp for Gretna East. They are running out on the Moira, Lucio, Reaper, the May, and the Junker Queen. So we are going to see some U-Drop Common Loot Junker Queen, which tends to be pretty good, but we will see how this goes. After that dominant performance by York, this is looking like this is going to be a hard-fought match for Gretna East.
Some
They
pre-fight
are
damage.
just doing some early damage. Moira's already at 30% ult charge. Already, like, Ram is the next closest person at 20. This is crazy, but she is low.
Queen
so
goes in.
She
goes
will
in.
have to play really slow.
Reaper
Down
does
goes
use Fade. Reaper
Lucio. There
does
goes
die.
Reaper. There goes Moira.
Both subs are dead.
And
Gretna
there
East
goes
is trying to
May.
back out, but it doesn't work. Unfortunate.
That is a unfortunate fight for Gretna East.
It seems that York is closer on ults with their Dragon at 68, or at 83 now.
Yeah,
And
this is they're doing a lot of close holds here. This is making it very hard for Gretna to push up. And Queen goes
Queen
down.
gets picked early.
That makes this fight pretty.
Oh, and there's Dragon from
There's
York.
down 2. That fight is going to be lost for Gretna East. They are going to have to play back here.
Lucio tries to escape, see if it works, and I think it does.
Lucio will get out with his life. Which, with how dominant this York performance has been, is kind of surprising.
Mm-hmm.
They have been chasing quite a bit, but at the same time, they have just been playing really solid. This is definitely, like, it's kind of stagnating. They're just kind of waiting on ults, whereas York is getting these ults. Like, they have the Annihilation. They almost have Window OC, which is kind of a crazy combo. Some people call it overkill, but it can one-shot pretty much anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Down goes May. There's the
And
Annihilation from York.
But Cole
And
comes
Coalescence
up
does come out
to keep the team up.
And there goes Lucio.
It's only
This
3
fight
people.
could be winnable. They do have to find a pick here, though.
Queen ult. They all get antied.
Oh,
Huge anti.
Oh, down goes
Hanzo
down goes
goes
Hanzo.
down.
Down goes Soj. Down goes Kiri. Bap is going to be next.
Bap
dies. It's just the
Ram
tank
is
now.
the last one up, and they all target the Ram. And
That
Ram
was
is
a
dead.
very nice fight for Gretna East. They definitely needed that. That morale is up now.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking now. The York morale is looking a little bit like they're kind of shocked.
Mm-hmm.
But Gretna East is definitely nothing to scoff at.
York is going to come up on 4 ults, while East is only going to have around 3.
Yeah, they're gonna have pretty much 3.
Sojourn gets some early damage.
Yeah, they do have.
Oh, there
there's
comes
the dragon
from York.
They might.
Queen goes in, kind of all by herself.
Queen
and backs up.
There was the switch to Queen.
There goes the lamp.
Lamp
no
is
lamp
out.
for York. But York still has 3 ults.
York could invest ults here. This fight is very much winnable.
Mm-hmm. And Moira dies early. That's
Moira,
a lot of healing.
That's
gone.
all of their healing pretty much gone. Although Queen
Oh,
will
the
go
Queen
down.
dies.
This fight is very much winnable.
Very winnable.
Both sides. This is still anybody's matchup. Even with the Queen alive for Gretna
Kiri
East,
gets yoinked
there
and
is Kiri.
dies.
That is going to go into the favor of Gretna East. This is
seems-
looking like a really good match.
Mm-hmm. Sojourn and Hanzo are still up top without healing. But Sojourn does have a railgun.
They could invest ults here. This is not over yet. There goes the Reaper.
Reaper dies early.
Queen is brawling with the
there is
East
Dragon.
Queen from down main. Down
and
out
Lamp
goes
goes
Lamp.
out from York.
Lamp does go down. Down goes
Ooh.
May. And this
The Bap gets yoinked. The Bap
dies
dies
to the carnage. Although this is very winnable.
There's a Hanzo
Down.
behind.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
kills
trade.
Moira.
They did use Coalescence. Out goes the Rampage from York. This is still anybody's fight right here. This is very scary territory for you. Drop common loot, very low health. Only Lucio heals. He's not looking to grab Mega. I think he's going to look to ult here. This is
there comes OC.
There's OC. OC does go out and down goes Queen.
Ooh.
They are going to want to regroup here. They can still get to checkpoint. But
It seems they're still fighting.
they're just brawling it out. They do invest the Blizz.
Nailed.
They can look at the Queen. The
Sojourn
Queen
dies.
is frozen. Queen goes
dies.
down, and so does the
It's a
Sojourn.
3v4.
3v4. This is very
There
much
goes
winnable.
Cleanse.
They do use the Blossom and take down
And they
both
get
subs.
point.
Very well done.
Oh, and the Hanzo
Reaper
dies
will
to the
clean
Reaper.
up. Very well
Ooh.
done.
It seems Gretna East a little bit lacking in the ult economy. They had to use 3 ults there.
Although this is their second life. This is their rejuvenation right here.
Uh-huh.
Like at the start of this, they were very quiet. You can hear them. They are being very vocal right now.
Oh, for sure.
And all they need to do is finish with time so that way they can fight back. That's the most important part. Out goes the lamp. Queen is still walled, though. There goes the lamp.
York has 3 ults.
Queen, they have been using their dragons very early, which is honestly kind of really like something that people should be doing. Dragons is just kind of held a lot of times to be like, oh, I don't find a good use for it. But just sometimes you just shoot
Kiri
it.
goes down.
Kiri does go
York.
down. The investment of dragons is gone. Down goes Lucio.
And
May is next. Oh, and there's the investment of the Rampage from York, too. Reaper and Moira will go down. It is just Queen.
Soj dies, but the Queen is
oh, my God.
also dead.
This is still anybody's game. Both team having 2 ults on the board. They are just going to wait for their Queen and their Reaper, and they're going to set up for another fight. This has got me on the edge of my seat. This fight is this game is invigorating.
York is coming up on Overclock, and they also have Window, so they could combine those ults and make very, very strong DPS.
Although there's the investment of Window. So they're just going to kite that, play back. They're just going to wait. They do know that they're going up there. And they're just going to kind of wait there. They do know, though. They do know.
There's the early
what
Queen knife from
he's
York.
going to do.
They
do end up dropping.
There's the BAP lamp.
BAP lamp goes out. Queen is in the team. Coalescence is invested. This fight is, and down goes BAP and Queen and Kiri. No supports. Sojourn is next. Sojourn goes down. It is just Hanzo in the back. Hanzo goes down, although they need to get 3 on here. They need some time.
Queen's going up to.
They do wall off main. They are going to look. They just have to invest every ult here. This is anybody's game. There goes out. Oh, my gosh. Ram is looking very low. They don't have the Kiri with them. Look, the Ram is so. Oh, Ram goes down and so does BAP. With a minute remaining, Gretna East caps 3rd.
Wow. What a crazy round.
This is quite the time difference is there, but this is no thing to be. If you're Gretna East, this is like you're putting your brain into everything about this right now. With a minute 1, you attack first. You have less time, so you have to play on that offense. You have to play really aggro. You can't C9, but you do have to find those picks really early on. You don't have time to sit around and wait. And they are back on that same comp.
Both teams running the same thing.
Nothing is going to change from either side, which, to be honest, I don't think is a bad thing. This is a good thing for East, but this is looking to be the comfort comp of York. Ram, although they do actually switch out the Hanzo for the May. So they are going to look up to wall off the Junker Queen.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one. Both teams will have the May. They are both looking for the walls on the enemy tank, and it's from how this has been looking. Dryer Robin does like to get very aggressive. He will probably be the first one to enter the back line. He might get punished for that.
Seems that their May is
good for some early damage.
And then
she will find some of it. Yep, they're going up through train very well. Sojourn is going to meet them up there. Their entire team is up there.
There's a
BAP, the Ramatra is in, and May is an ice block. Down goes May. Down goes Lucio. And there goes the Moira. They just have to die and look for another fight. They can still get another fight out of this.
They get walled behind. The BAP goes down.
BAP goes down. There goes the Reaper. They do have to look to get out, or they have to look for another fight here. Oh, that Queen stagger is going to hurt.
But the Queen did build ult. It is the first ult. It could be a complete game changer. But the Kiri will have cleanse.
They do have to get that cleanse out before this Rampage. Otherwise, they're just going to group up.
Oh, for sure.
They do have to touch, though. There goes May. Moira's looking to be the next.
And they're on point.
Moira goes down next. Lucio is next. Oh.
And there's Freeze.
There is. And that is unfortunate.
Tries to go on.
And he will not get the touch in time. This is intense.
Oh, yeah. Gretna East is going to have to look for a draw because
a draw would not be bad here. That's what they need to hope for. They need to play super solid here. They cannot let a single tick get in.
Yeah. I'm guessing we're going to play the May to try to wall off somebody and then target them and then kill them to make sure that York cannot get any value.
Although with that, they do have to play slow. They cannot get picked. If they get picked, it's going to look real bad. They can afford to lose a DPS, but they cannot afford to lose both in one fight.
Also, for our viewers who may not know, 1 minute is an okay chunk of time on these hybrid maps that Gretna East had, but 4 minutes is actually like a stupid amount of time.
Oh, for sure.
Gretna, honestly, kind of in that had like 2 good fights. The problem was their queen died so late that they didn't get a full second fight, whereas York essentially has a minimum of like 5 full fights.
They pretty much have the entire start of a game to fight this out.
Yeah, and that's just, for our viewers who don't quite understand like how significant that is, it is a pretty big chunk of time here.
A minute does not seem like a big amount of time, but it is.
But yeah, it is. And then 4 minutes is just.
This is not going to be an easy defense for Gretna East, but they are going to go out the horse. Horse is just, she just lives. That's the hardest part about fighting against a horse, is that they just live.
Her abilities really keep her up.
Yeah, it's the survivability she has when they keep the supports alive. The supports will have to play pretty passive, though. Although Soj is up in cart,
Soj is up top.
The Bastion is going to look to walk on her. Although Horse is walking on the back line, Rem does invest in M for him. He does get walled, and then he gets bailed out. Soj is re-engaging with the supports up top and Train.
All alone.
There goes out. No more Lamp. There's Sojourn.
Soj dies
They
up top
they
in
need
the
to play
train.
off of this. They got to look. Okay, Hanzo is half. The Ram is walled. Ram is walled again. He does. Oh,
Ram
he goes
dies.
down.
Ram dies.
This fight is going to be looked to one, and they're
Hanzo
staggering
dies.
out. Oh, my
Kiri
Lord.
dies
These are
as
big
well.
staggers.
Oh,
they
Bap
have
is
to
up
finish
top.
off
He's
that
the
BAP.
last one.
That BAP is the last one.
Oh, he's just staying up by
They
Train.
are going to
He
get out,
knows
though.
He can't leave.
They know they get out, though, which is really smart. It was almost more advantageous to go back than to keep looking for that pick. Although they did use an entire minute of time, so that's looking really solid for Gretna East. They just have to keep playing solid. They do have Dragon. Emor was invested. There goes out the Dragon.
Goes Dragon.
Nobody's looking to get picked by it. They do wall off Ram. Sojourn isn't.
Oh, and there comes Window from Gretna East.
Sojourn is
goes
up top. Oh,
Sojourn
Ram
drops back
and
down.
Kiri go down.
Oh, and Hanzo's
Next is
dead.
Hanzo.
Oh,
Next is BAP
Bap
and
dies.
Kiri. No, Soj is the last one, but she's already in spawn. Gretna East does have 4 ults here. This is.
And it seems York is also going to be coming
They
up
will
on
switch off to
4
the
ults.
Mei, but if anything, the Horse can ult and refresh that armor and just keep her survivability up.
That's true, yeah. And it sucks everybody together so everybody can focus somebody.
Yeah,
do
there's
lots of
there's some advantageous pick here.
There's Wall.
There goes out the lamp.
behind.
That's a really early lamp.
Oh, freeze,
Freeze.
Oh,
Oh, and it gets has the tank in it. Oh, the investment of Ram.
Annihilation.
The Annihilation goes out. He gets the wall. Down goes one.
There goes
Bastion goes down. Kiri's next and tank. Oh, and there goes. That is going to be game over. Map 1 goes to York.
Man.
That was a really good map.
Wow. That was a crazy, crazy hold. Gretna East holding for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Very strong. You could see Bastion is just went in that Dragon and just kept pumping through that window and just completely destroys York. But York did come out on top.
That was a really good match.
That was crazy. First off with York on the attack, and then after that, a really solid attack then out of Gretna East.
Yeah, it's like...
it was essentially York kind of went huge, push there, set a really good time for themselves. All they had to do then was go, oh, well, now we just got to hold really well, which they did initially, but then after that, Gretna did kind of roll through the next point, all the way up to the last one. And then there was only one other fight they lost there to then...
You saw them progressively wake up. It's like the first map, they came in. I don't think they were expecting a whole lot out of this York team. And that kind of came to their downfall with them having a 4-minute timer. And honestly, then when you saw it there, it was like, they were like, okay, hey, we need to, their heads definitely weren't in the game. They weren't locked.
Yeah. Well, so they woke up. Lijiang Towers next. I think we're going to see a much different Gretna East team here, probably.
I think so, but I think this is also going to relate to a much different York team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, after such a good hold, good attack.
'Cause, like,
yeah.
It definitely wasn't. They were like, they had a pretty calm, cool, collected mindset. Like, the York team even was like, all right, they were, they were laughing a little bit. We heard a little bit of like outside interference, and then it's like they started focusing in. They were like, hey, this team is nothing to laugh at. They are like, they are here to play.
Oh yeah.
There we go. This
I
is
was
exactly
expecting a pharmacy from East because they really like, booping people off the map, and it's very strong.
It is, although they do have the speed boot. If their Lucio knows the rollout, he could get there and boop somebody off.
He could. Oh yeah.
But this is looking like it's going to be a mirror match. Almost a mirror match, actually. They will run. Gretna East will run the May in the Sim instead of the Reaper in the Sim, and then instead of the Kiri, they run a Lucio.
Seems both teams are.
So Gretna East will make it there
TPing.
first. The investment of
East
Nemform
gets
goes
there
out by
first.
East first.
Oh, and Lamp is
Lamp is
goes
already
out.
gone.
Oh, and their support.
Kiri goes down.
Oh,
Bap goes down. Lucio is down for Gretna East. Down goes Sim.
now it's just.
There goes the
Reaper
May.
and
Reaper takes out Sim. This is still anybody's game. With a Bap alive.
but
Bap goes down.
dies. Oh, and the Ram dies. That's unfortunate. But the Ram is for Gretna East, is at 60% ult charge.
This is a
and-
very even game.
Oh, yeah. Both teams have this around the same amount of ult charge, so I'm expecting them to get, all of their ults at around the same
They
time.
do
That means
TP into window
and
again. Emor instantly goes out. It goes down.
Emor gets
Lamp is
destroyed.
invested by Gretna East. Down goes
and
Reaper.
dies.
Down goes Bap, though.
but
Main
Bap
source
dies.
of heals.
Well,
Both
another
Baps are down.
dies, but
May goes down
dies
next.
as well.
There
Sim
goes
is just
Lucio. No
wreaking
supports.
havoc in
It's
Gretna East backline.
there goes the Sim. And there. Oof.
Ooh.
That's a hard one. They do have to get ready. They do have ults here, though. Both teams will have the Annihilation. Both teams have the wall. But York is just looking better in ult economy. They're coming up on 4, whereas Gretna East only has 3.
They're going up White Room.
Not York. Gretna East is going to go through White. York's just playing very stable in the back.
Now they're just taking some poke damage.
Yep. There's
now
the
they're
investment of
coming in.
Nemform. There goes
there's
Annihilation and Blossom.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Gretna East did invest the wall, though. I don't know. I think in that kind of situation, you just kind of let them invest the ults. They only have 2 ults here, although Gretna East also only has 2 ults. So this is still anybody's game. At 25% left, coming up on last fight territory.
It seems they're trying to go white
I think
again.
they're going to force the white, but they might look to TP. They still do have a sim. They could TP. They are going back up white. They have to go soon.
Oh, there's
the
window
investment
and
of-
wall.
Window
Oh,
on
and Annihilation.
Ram is walled off with Annihilation, and it was
Both tanks
both
are dead.
Tanks are dead, and
Oh.
there goes the Kiri down. Oh, and that is
Gretna
going to be
East.
Gretna East taking that point.
Oh, very clutch.
Very well played.
Oh, and Gretna East has 2 more ults, and
York only has the window. They use
Yeah.
4 ults. All they have is the window here. Gretna East honestly looks to kite it, and they might even engage with a beat.
they're
then
TPing in,
They
but
do
not
look-
from window.
they do
going
set
around.
up Sim TP though. Sim
Ram is
turrets,
all
though.
alone, but he doesn't
Ram
have
goes.
Emor.
Ram doesn't have Emor.
Oh, and there's Freeze.
Freeze goes out.
Both-
Kiri's frozen.
Kiri's frozen.
Bap
Bap
is frozen too, and
No
they
subs.
did invest the window.
Oh,
Although
the
you
tank
drop
does
Common
go
Loop
down,
goes down,
but there's
beat.
beat. It's only the Ram.
It is only the Ram, and there is no ults.
And
There's
the Ram dies.
although it's looking their ult economy for they got the rush through mid fight, and they did use it actually. They did invest the Kiri ult. So it's only the Annihilation and the wall for Gretna East, unless they can get a really strong. The BAP has to
TPing
do a
in
lot
again.
here. And there,
There
okay,
goes
Emor goes
early.
down. BAP is getting walked on,
BAP
though.
is
There's
getting
an Annihilation. If
Ram
BAP
is
goes
all
down here,
alone
this becomes
in
a
the
lot
back
worse.
line, but
There goes BAP.
rolling.
There goes. Oh, and
Gretna
that's
East.
going in the. That's going to go in the
It's-
favor of
ooh.
York. This game is really
Wow.
still anybody's game.
This
Round 1.
Yeah,
Goes to
this
York.
is still by far just tense.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, you guys have been saying it too. Like, you'll hear one side start talking and getting excited, and then they'll shut down, and the other side gets talking and excited. It just back and forth.
It's
And
really kind of a mental game now.
it is.
Like,
It really is. And I think York a little bit won the mental in that last one just because they took point first all the way to 99. So all the pressure was on Gretna. They win the fight, they win the next one, but it's still, high pressure game, especially now with it all on the line.
Reaper does get a little bit of a late start. I assume they did use the Sim TP. They do use Maywall for defense. And Ram gets
Ram
walled
is
off.
walled. He's
Ram
all
uses
alone.
them for him. Although there's
but
the
he
shout.
backs out. They destroy
And
the
then
wall.
May goes in and
What?
jumps. Both Mays don't have ice block. There's the
Oh,
wall.
but the J2
and
gets
Queen
walled.
is frozen. Oh, and Queen will go down.
But
Although
the Ram
Ram
and
can
Sojourn are
still
walled.
die. Ram will go down. Ram will not go down though. They're gonna try to get out. It looks like
The May is
the May is trying to
all
push.
alone, but
Ram
she
is
does use ice
pinching them.
block. Oh, and there
Ram
goes
will end
Moira.
up finishing off the Moira. The
Now they're just backing
Lucio
out.
and the Reaper will both get out. They do have 40% on overclock and on this ult economy is looking really good for York here. As Gretna East goes down main, Ram meets them. Queen gets walled, and
gets
so
walled,
does
but they
Reaper.
destroy the wall.
Moira is really low. She has to play really cautious here. She does get the Coalescence, though.
Oh, and there goes Annihilation.
Annihilation
and the Lamp.
is invested. And so
there's
is the
Cole.
Coalescence.
Try to keep everybody up, but
But
it
the
just
Coalescence will
doesn't
not
work.
be enough. The Annihilation's going to clean up that fight. And down's going to go the Moira. Lucio will get out, though. They do have a beat here, though. Their Queen needs to survive. That's the biggest problem. Their Queen is just not getting enough healing, it looks like.
Yeah. York is coming up on 4 ults as Gretna has 1 and is coming up on
2 more.
2.
They are just hanging out behind the pod real fast, just grouping up. Nobody with knife. Down goes 1. They're down 1.
Reaper goes down
With
and
the
a
wall, and
but
there's
wall
the
doesn't do much.
Blizz.
Oh, and there's
Oh,
Beat.
and they beat the Blizz. Not considered the most advantageous use of the beat. They do have one last fight left. They can get 3 ults here. But their Queen, the Reaper, and the May all have to survive long enough to build their ults and use them.
They're going to have to try to touch.
They
Only
do have
9%
Lucio
left.
for touch, though. They do have
They
speed.
do.
There goes.
Oh.
Although the Soj is dead. They did invest
They
the
get on
overclock.
point.
And there's the investment of Queen ult. Queen is on. Although they did have the cleanse for that. They do have the Blossom here. East does have the Blossom. They're going to look to use it right there. And they get the BAP.
Tank's low.
They're still on.
But May
Queen
goes down.
Queen is
Ram
still
is-
alive. Ram down.
and Soj.
Oh, my Lord. The
Soj-
Lucio needs to survive this. And key point, they cannot get off. Soj goes back on. And
Soj
she staggers herself out.
staggers. Gretna East takes the point. Wow. Gretna East
Gretna East,
has Blizz now.
they might look to freeze the Ram ult. That's probably the most advantageous thing here.
Yeah.
That's what they have to play for.
But York is also coming up on Blizz as well.
True. That is true. Although there's the both wall out from both teams. Gretna East May uses Ice Block, uses Freeze. Both teams get Blizz at the same time.
Oh.
And the Gretna East May does get frozen, but only the York Blizz May
Kiri's
goes down.
alone.
Down goes May, down goes Reaper.
Oh, and
Kiri
Kiri dies.
goes down instead.
It's only
Cole-
BAP.
Coalescence was
BAP
still in
jumping
play.
up in the air to
Down.
try to
Okay, Annihilation is
move
out.
away.
It's still winnable.
Oh, and BAP's
Bab's
dead.
dead. Okay, it's just only Sojourn and Ram. Ram is dead next. Now it's Sojourn.
It's only Soj.
And they switched Soldier.
comes back.
Soldier is back. Down goes the
Soj
Soj. Now it's
dies.
just Soldier.
And now
Soldier dies
and
too.
They stagger the Soldier. Now
They do have to hold on the rest of their team. They do have a rush. They have a wind, and they have an OC here. Although they do have beat for OC, and they switch back to this May.
and they also have Gretna East has a Queen ult. And so I think they're going to try to bait out the cleanse early so that they can use that and get lots of value.
They might. They think they're going to try to. You drop common loot is playing very aggressive, just trying to look to get some
There
more
goes
healing
Lamp
out.
early from York.
Down
They
goes
gained
May though.
rush.
Although
Oh,
it is a
Kiri's
big rampage.
low.
Only Kiri cleanses herself. Beat goes
Beat
out.
goes out. Everybody gets hit and
Oh,
beat.
it's looking like Ram is gonna go. Ram does not die though. 4 ults for York here. There's the investment of Rush. The Coalescence goes out for Gretna East.
Oh, and the
Ram
Ram's
is only
alone.
on point alone. Coalescence is still up. Reaper is looking to build ult. It's okay. Window is out too. So is OC.
Oh, and
Tank goes
Annihilation.
down. Annihilation goes out. This is still and down goes down, and that is a heartbreaker. And that is 0-2. Very well done, Gretna East. Very well done, York.
Both teams very strong. Very, very strong. Just York pulled it through.
My goodness, Dryer Robin, play of the game.
A lot of those today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot. I can't believe he didn't get caught. I think that was the fight where, yeah, there's the other Blizzard. He was on the very edge of that to not get caught. But, yes. Wow.
Yeah, that was...
So just so also
Wow.
this sinks in a little harder, number 4 seed, 6-1 in the season, just won the state championship.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just a well-played, that was just insane
Oh, yeah.
by both teams. But, yeah, York wins the championship there. Goodness, I'm
Congratulations,
excited.
York.
Yeah, I'm excited for an interview. We'll get that here in a second. But final thoughts on that overall?
Well,
that was a nail-biter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams were very, very strong in their respective ways. But York just pulled it through. It seemed they won the mental game, and, yeah.
Absolutely. So
Thank you for having us.
yes, thank you
thank
guys
you.
very much for casting. A big thank you to the Gretna squad for supplying all our casters for everything. So we'll get our interview here up in just like half a second. They're walking up right now.